What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000, back in the place to be, and welcome back to another late night here in King's Raid, right after server reset. But you know what time it is? It's time for our 5-star Naila. Let's go. Got all my fragments ready to roll. If this is your first King's Raid video that you've ever seen, this is one of my favorite hero collectors when it comes to starring up your heroes, because once you own a hero, all you need to do is collect these fragments to get them up to 1 star to 2 star to 3 star to 4 star to 5 star. All you need is these generic fragments. You don't need to summon duplicates of the hero. You don't need to farm fragments of the hero of, a lot of those games, they make you farm fragments for heroes, but they're different rarities for different things. No. None of that. These generic fragments that you see over here apply to every hero in the game. So the same fragments I'm using to get my Naila up to 5 stars are the same fragments I would use to get him to 3 stars, the same fragments I would use to get her to 4 star to 5 star. It's all the same fragments. It's an amazing system. Easily one of my favorites. So just throwing that out there just in case this is your first time watching one of these. So I got all my fragments. I'm ready to go. Time to unlock the 5-star Naila. Now, I gotta defeat the darkness version of her first. Hopefully I don't get too embarrassed, because these are actually a little harder than I thought they would be. I'm gonna go 1.5, turn off the auto, go shield, fireball. We're gonna go for the stun lock action. Get the shield up as soon as we possibly can. Oh, she's going down fast. She's going down fast. Get ourselves a defense buff. Go ahead and hit her with the blindness. Hit her with another fireball. We'll get the stun lock going again. Claws, hit her with the stun. And as soon as she's up, hit her with the stun again. Keep her nice and stun locked. Here comes the fireball. A shield just for giggles, but this is gonna be an easy one. Cleo put up a better fight than that. So, there you have it. Defeated the darkness version of my Naila. So now, there's my 5-star token, but it's not over just yet. We have to purge the darkness from her soul. She is a HARPY, and typically HARPYs are very evil in RPGs and MMOs. So we gotta go purge the darkness from my little HARPY here. So here we go, 80K a pop, but I got 7.2 million in the bank. So that was 4. So basically, keep on purging, keep on throwing money at the problem, and eventually you'll purge all the darkness out of her. Now this is a life lesson. So if you ever have a woman in your life that is bringing darkness to you, if you throw enough money at her, she will become pure again. So that's just a life lesson for you from King's Raid and from FG3000. You guys enjoy that. Do with that what you will. Okay? Alright, so now we're awakened. I'm down to 5.7 thousand. Oh, time for me to shut up. Enjoy the animation. That bounce at the end. So there you are, my 5-star Naila. As you can see, she gets a totally different look here. The wings look awesome. The colors are great. Very excited about that. There's my level once again. I feel like I get a level every single time I get a ranked up hero, but I don't know. All right, so let's go into our achievements. Get our little hero bonus. You get 50 rubies for bringing them up to that level there. What we also want to do, go to heroes. Let's go to Naila here, looking absolutely great. Still don't understand where these come from, but I guess we'll find out a little bit later in the game. Not super important at the moment. But there was a check-in reward for the Stone of Infinity, so these are going to be required to make your hero get even stronger. It seems as if, because this tells you where this drops. It says it drops from the Tower of Ordeals, right? Typically, the fragments also tell you upper dungeon, right? So I'm beginning to think that these Stone of Infinities only come from one place, and that place is attendance rewards on day 27. So will you only be able to transcend a hero every 27 days? It looks that way. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me. But yeah, that might be the thing. All right, so what we're gonna do here, now that we have our Naila ready to go, I wonder if I want to level her the old-fashioned way, or if I want to pour in some. Look at all the experience potions I have. I got tons of it. But you know what? I want to save that for other heroes, right? These heroes, I don't need to power them up. She'll be fine. She'll be absolutely fine. So let's take her to combat really quick. I'll take you to my favorite stage. So listen to the music on stage 5. Sorry for the spoilers if you're not to stage 5 yet. But stage 5, listen to how good the music is on stage 5. It is impressive. Here we go. I dig the music on stage 5. Oh yeah. All right, let's go to 5.9 over here. This one still kind of gives me trouble. What other achievements do I have right now? Just spinning rubies. Yeah. Here we go. Fight some gnolls. Start battle. And that's where we'll end the video. I'm pretty close to Frey. So give me 2 more days and I'll have a 5-star Frey. And that will make my complete 5-star team. Turn it back on auto, please. Auto 1.5. Naila, 5 stars. So happy with that. And like I said, Frey will be on the way. 2 days max, I think. The only thing I need to do is go get some fragments of fortune, I believe, and then I'll be able to get her up to 5 stars. And then my friends, that is when the fun really begins, because that is when I'm going to start min-maxing my team and kind of that's when I'm going to hit the cash shop and find a couple of new characters. We're definitely going to drop Naila, unfortunately. We might drop Claws for Jane. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking. Like I said in my previous video, Fluss is a possibility. Philip's a possibility. Just a lot of things on the table. Or I might wait for the newest character that we got a couple of spoilers in Korea. There is a new character that actually has a pet. So she comes with her own pet as well. So that might be very interesting. And I think her weapon is like a boomerang shot of some sort. So I assume it's going to have some type of chain lightning effect that'll bounce from target to target. But I'm just guessing. Totally just guessing there. So that would be very cool. Maybe I should wait for her to come out before I make a decision. But I really need to find one character and just kind of build around that one character. Because that seems to be the key. Because you can get a lot of synergy. Like, let's say your favorite character is a wizard. Well, then you want to get a couple of characters that can debuff magic defense, right? You want to get a couple of characters that can really amplify the power of your wizard. Or instead of doing it that way, instead of trying to find a character that you really like and want to go for, maybe the very best thing that you can do is just keep opening summoning whatevers. I'm saying they're not chests. I was saying opening, but I don't know what they are. Summoning crystals, whatever. Do summoning crystals until you get a unique weapon, and then build your team around whatever character unique weapon you get, because they're super rare. I hear people in chat all the time talking about how many rubies they've spent and didn't get a single unique weapon. So if you're lucky enough to get a unique weapon, I would probably recommend building a team around that character. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking maybe, because tanks are so important in PvP and PvE. Tanks are super important. You'll notice that once your tank goes down, your team just falls apart. Like, you're just done. Once your tank is down, you're just done. So I'm thinking about seeing if I can use all my summons on tank day and maybe get something for Jane. And I know every single time I make one of these videos, I say something totally different. But I think Jane might be, I think she might be the play. I really do think she might be the play, because that gives you a really strong tank, a tank that will, even when she dies, she's still gonna be a freaking nuisance in her freaking casket, still blocking, which is the most important thing. She'll block off the enemy team from attacking your back lines, even when she's dead and coming back to life. So that's pretty awesome. So here's Jane. Funeral Rites deals magic damage and stuns them. Only costs 2 mana. Very good. Engrave a mark on every enemy for 30 seconds and constantly deal magic damage. So that's an AoE that hits every enemy. The enemy receives 25% more magic damage when afflicted by this mark. This is what I was telling you guys a second ago. If you have a wizard that you want to build around, or if you have Jane, for example, you want to bring some mages with you that can really benefit from her debuffs like this. I would even say maybe you bring an all magic team, right? I see nothing wrong with that. There are a few PvE encounters that'll screw you over that have restrictions where the enemies can't get hit by magic damage, but for PvP, I say you go for it. So there's her stun one last time. Her AoE, very awesome. Then her ultimate, Day of Ruin, inflicts magic damage upon enemies every 15 seconds and heal own HP 100% of the damage. Wow. So she will get all of that damage back in HP. And she gains immunity to status effects, so she can't be stunned. Status effects. She can't be... I gotta research that. Is status effects, does that include stuns, knockdowns, and silences? Does that include everything? I'm gonna assume yes for now, but I'm not 100% sure. Damage is increased if enemies are marked. So if you do something like that, mark them, and then harvest them all up there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's pretty cool. So anyway, once again, guys, my name is FG3000. This is King's Raid. Getting closer and closer to a full 5-star team on my way. One last thing before we leave. Actually, I'll do that in a separate video. We'll do that in a totally separate video. I gotta end this. I gotta end this eventually. Lorraine is somebody I have my eye on as well. I'll show you why. I'll show you why. We'll end there. We'll end with Lorraine. Where is she? Where's Lorraine? Let's go. We'll end with you. She got tweaked in this last patch though, so we gotta see. Let's see here. So Lorraine, attack random enemies within range 3 times and deal magic damage to enemies within range each time. Each attack stacks 1 stack of poison. Man, all right, I can read, I swear. That only takes 2 mana and it looks awesome. Tangled Vine, inflict magic damage to enemies in a straight line and shackle them for 4 seconds. For the duration, stack poison every 2 seconds. After some time, the poison stacks will be consumed and then deal a bunch of damage. So if you can, and this puts poison on them as well. Very cool ability. And then after a little while, it'll just blow up on them with all the poison stacks. Very cool. So if you want to get as much poison as you possibly can. Wrath of the Forest, and inflict magic damage upon enemies in range. Increase damage by 20% for each stack of poison. Holy crap, what is this? 6? Not enough mana in the world. Not enough mana in the world, everybody. So that's 3 stacks. Let's see. There's 5 stacks. And then that's all she can kind of maintain. Yeah, that's all she can kind of maintain right there. So you can do something like this. Hit him with that. Wait till it ticks to 5 stacks and then cast this to maximize the amount of damage you're going to get there. Interesting. Anyway, I'll do some more research. Like I said, we're getting very close to when we're going to start making a legit team, because right now my team is not good at PvP, it's not good at PvE, it's just kind of thrown together. I was learning, I didn't really know what I was doing in the beginning, but now I have a much better idea about what I want to do. So this is gonna get good, all right? I'm FG, I'm actually shutting down the video this time, and we'll see you next one. Later.